Welcome to part 10 of Sonic Mania, and we are in... this.
Something.
Yeah, why isn't this Mystic Cave? Actually, I like this more than Mystic Cave, so it's A-okay with me.
Exactly.
I also
Because
agree.
Mystic Cave had those stupid boxes that sometimes you can get crushed by if you aren't paying attention.
Not to mention, if Lava Reef hadn't been chosen for this game, we wouldn't get the best song in the game, in my opinion.
I love this remix.
I liked the original Lava Reef music just fine. Like, I liked it, but I didn't really understand why many people said it's like one of the best songs in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. But this remix has made me fall in love with this song.
Fun fact, I was talking about the Act 2 remix. It's so good!
Yeah. I mean, this Act 1 remix is also pretty freaking great.
Holy shit, Tails.
The main part of the song, like da 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 da, is a lot more pronounced in this remix, and it wasn't so much in the original. Like, you could hear it, but you would hear the da 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 a lot. Like that was a lot louder on the Genesis, but T-Lopes knows what he's doing with the sound mixing. He knows what's up.
Though I think part of that may also be due to the fact that all the Genesis Sonic games have that weird thing to where like the sound effects can overlap parts of the music.
It's a shitty Genesis sound chip.
Right.
Well, technically, by tech standards, it's shitty, but if used properly, it can be pretty good.
Alright,
Oh,
special
shit.
stage 7.
How do you get those rings up there?
You loop back around and you jump off a ramp to get him.
Oh,
Okay,
that's why
so,
this is impossible.
I don't know what exactly was going through the developers' minds by putting holes everywhere does not make this harder.
No, it doesn't.
Like, this is one of the easiest special stages, and hey, like, it's inconsistent, and I'm not gonna say it's a difficulty spike, but I'd rather take a easy as hell special stage 7 than one I have to memorize to oblivion.
I kind of joked with my friends when we were getting our first look at this game that they made this one this easy as an apology for all of the previous ones, especially number 5.
Number 4 for me.
3 and 4. But I mean, like, yeah,
Nice.
I was shocked by how quickly I managed to beat this special stage, because again, like, special stage 3 was the one that gave me a lot of shit on my first playthrough, and why I was only managed to get to 4 emeralds on my first playthrough of the game. But when I finally like grinded and got to special stage 7, I beat it on my third try.
Your third try? This was my first attempt.
Yeah, I'd be at my first attempt too.
Jesse, you unconsummate, unprofessional. The PS4 trophy notification was on screen. This commentary is now absolutely ruined.
It's not. Hey, I just admitted that was my first attempt at beating the stage.
I actually think it's kind of neat. I like seeing the trophy pop up. There's something satisfying about popping up in that sound effect.
Oh, and a few more things about. So PC version's released. We can say that now because we're actually
Yes.
recording
Right.
after the PC version got released, and a lot of people got into the code and found some really interesting material. One of those interesting pieces is a completely, I guess you could say, new design for Lava Reef Act 1. That's some, like, I don't know how they found it, but they found it in the game's code, like, oh, hey, Supersonic.
Well, they probably just like hid it in the files for someone to like dig up. Like, here's a little test level.
Maybe it was a test level, or maybe it was the original layouts of what this was, of Lava Reef Act 1, but it was a lot closer to the original version.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, from what I understand, I think Christian Whitehead said when they were developing this game, said they took the original layouts for all the returning stages and then they edited them.
I don't think that's exactly what they did, but
Well, this one, I feel like they just made an entirely new stage, because this stage for the most part, is nothing like the original.
And yes,
After
I did that because I didn't want to be supersonic.
Yeah, I know what you
Want to
mean.
listen to more of the music?
Yeah, I really, really hope that they patch in that supersonic button soon because I am so sick of trying to do a drop dash and I am over 50 rings and I turn into supersonic. It happens all the dang time and I want it to stop happening. I just
That or
want to
flying
I wanna listen
gliding
to my
tails or
tunes.
knuckles.
They did do that patch. It's a separate button now.
Oh,
For the
shit.
PC, they did it, but not for consoles.
Wow.
At least not yet.
Really?
Not yet. It will be patched in soon, I hope.
That's it's quite strange.
I mean, I would also hope for a patch that adds in the option to just like have the regular music for the stage play while you're supersonic.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Sonic Complete did it.
By the way, this is my first time going through this portion of Lava Reef. I never knew that lava rising bit existed.
Ooh, I like this color.
Yep, I'm actually gonna show off. I'm gonna try and get a gold medallion.
Well, thanks for showing off this stage, because I like this background.
I remember this
It's
being one of the
easy on my
bonus
eyes.
stages. This is one of the bonus stages that gave me quite a bit of trouble when going after all the silver medals in these.
Well, watch and learn.
Hey. You mean gold?
No, I wasn't going after the gold. Because I don't feel like killing myself right now.
I already killed myself a long time ago. That's why I did it. I'm a ghost.
Someday, but not today.
I've been a ghost for about...
So
Because-
someday you're gonna kill yourself, just not today.
Well, not specifically that, but whatever.
Alright, well, Sam, when you're ready, come join the ghost realm with me. We all float down here. Sorry, Jesse, but I had to.
It's fine.
I mean, it was kind of clever.
In all seriousness, I mean, someday I'm going to get all the gold medals for these bonus stages, but not today because I still suck at Blue Sphere.
And there she is.
I'm pretty good. Yeah, good job.
You know, it was nice to see that one completed because my friend really sucks at Blue Sphere, and that one was one of the ones he was never able to get through.
That
Wow.
background is so cool. I love it.
It is.
Yeah, all the backgrounds in this game are fucking beautiful.
Pardon my French.
Yeah, so here's the thing, like, the 2 cave levels in Classic
Oh,
Sonic,
I did not know that was up there.
well, now you know.
Neither did I.
Fuck.
Yeah, like I said, this is a completely new path that I didn't take on my first playthrough. But as I was saying, the 2 cave levels in Classic Sonic, Mystic Cave and Lava Reef, I think Mystic Cave has a more interesting foreground, but Lava Reef I could see them doing a lot more with, and that's why I predicted it would be in the game, and I'm happy it is. It was one of the most interesting levels from Sonic and Knuckles.
I mean, when I really thought about what kind of other stages from Sonic 3 that would be included, I thought it would either be this or Ice Cap because it would mean we'd either get an ice level or a lava level, and I would have been happy with either choice.
Yeah, I thought from the very beginning that Ice Cap wouldn't make it because, of course, the music copyright issue. There's
Right.
no way that they're gonna put in Ice Cap and have a completely different song. Because that would piss off a lot of people.
And this is a boss that's piss easy with Supersonic.
Yeah, it's a little difficult with classic Sonic, with normal Sonic, I guess you could say, but eh.
Well, I mean, you're technically not wrong, but commenting on Supersonic real quick, how do you guys feel about Supersonic's theme in this game?
Well, it's definitely a lot better
Fucking
than...
awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
I thought nothing would beat out Supersonic's theme from Sonic the Hedgehog 2, but then I remembered Telops. If anyone can do it, it's him.
Well,
And I can easily
to
say-
be fair, it wasn't exactly a hard feat to accomplish because all the original Supersonic themes were just the loops of the invincibility theme, more or less.
Well,
Super
more
Sonic
so.
and
Well, in
2 was-
Sonic 3,
In Sonic
it
2,
was.
in Sonic 2 was different, but it was still like a 20-second loop.
Yeah, but it was different than Invincibility.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of T-Lopes and good music, Act 2, Lava Reef, best track in the game, IMO. Great stuff, especially the start.
I don't know how he made the guitar sound so soothing and so mysterious and so lurky, but he made it work, and it works really freaking well. Something tells me that this was the original intent behind this composition for the Genesis.
Perhaps.
Maybe.
I know we're past Act 1 right now, but I learned this while watching a playthrough of Sonic Mania like a couple weeks ago. But like, there's a rock in the beginning of Act 1 of Lava Reef where if you stand on it, it pushes down and acts as a spring that launches you up to an extra life.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Oh, by the way, another one of my predictions for this game was Quartz Quadrant from Sonic CD, because I could see them doing some sort of like mining facility level.
Well,
I kind of thought of it in like, okay, they're not gonna put in multiple levels with a similar theme. They have to vary it up, right? So, Quartz Quadrant is a mining level, and they didn't put it in, but they put in the conveyor belts from Quartz Quadrant in Act 2 of this. So I get,
close enough.
and it actually makes a whole lot of sense because this, like, you see the crystals there.
This looks like a mining area as well when you think about it, because of all the machinery and stuff that's built around it.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Because if you see,
That was sort of the
because
original
they opened
one.
up the background that you couldn't see back then. Because like if you can look beyond there, well down there, not up there, you can see there's like factory buildings and stuff and all that.
Yeah, in the lower portion of this, it's actually a little miniature launch base.
Reptiles.
That all that's machinery down at the very bottom, like you could kind of see it down there, is actually a miniature launch base.
Really?
Not the launch base from Sonic 3, but it's its own little launch base.
So it's like just a little version of it.
I just now thought, looking at this as if it's like Eggman, it's like the whole thing of like Eggman coming back to Angel Island to look for this like mysterious power. I guess you could think of like all this like factory sort of machinery as like Eggman looking in Lava Reef for the Phantom Ruby.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, you see what's in the background there?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You know, the more I look at the background, I'm wondering how this cave would be structured from the outside, or how it would look from the outside. You idiot.
No,
Jesse,
no,
you
from
just
a
had to do the spin
What, you
dash.
fucking stupid?
from
kidding.
okay, so from a story perspective, so Lava Reef is located on Angel Island, right?
Yes.
Right.
How did Little Planet get close to Angel Island like this? Where did Little Planet come from? Because Little Planet... Oh.
Oh!
That's what
Like,
happens when you
enemy
question the
comes up
game,
after-
Jesse.
Unless you would have been stuck.
Like, shut the fuck up! But,
Yeah, you see Little Planet back there. How did it get there? Again.
wait. Phantom Ruby. Remember?
Oh yeah, okay. So we can blame all the game's plot holes on the Phantom Ruby being a dick.
It's just, well, it's probably like bringing it from a different dimension to us.
Now I do remember Christian Whitehead said that some of the weird stuff that you see in these levels are a result of the Phantom Ruby, but I want to actually see that in action, if you know what I mean.
Well, I imagine there was supposed to be cutscenes representing that in the final build, but...
I wonder if, as a completely stealth reference to the Sonic 3 manual, if that's also his explanation for any glitches in the game.
Right.
Sure.
It's just some of Dr. Eggman's nefarious traps.
Glitch traps.
I thought you were gonna say the reason that Little Planet's back there is because Sonic CD is time travels.
Yes.
Do we know about the Phantom Ruby's properties?
Not yet.
Well, it's kind of hard. Well, it's only like implied some of the stuff that it can do through this game's cutscenes. Obviously, there's probably going to be some explanation for what it actually does in Sonic Forces because of the game's connections.
Okay, so when we were watching the leaked stream, it was basically like everyone was just throwing around speculation about what the next zone would be, and like we had imagined that because there's like 5 hard-boiled heavies, there would be 5 original zones. We did not expect this hard-boiled heavy in an old zone. But this boss in particular, like, it's cool in concept, but it's a little bit annoying. Your first try.
Yeah.
You kind of need to know, like, when exactly to jump over that rotating spike.
Yeah.
Once you figure it out, it's pretty easy, though. Voice crack.
I like the cheering kids in the background and the confetti. I like to make it look more like it's a show.
Yeah.
Kind of a reference to the Japanese version of Palm Tree Panic's music track in Sonic CD.
I guess you can look at it that way.
It's kind of I think it's a different recording of the, like, yeah, but, you know, it's kind of like the same inflection.
Okay, so one thing I gotta get out of the way before we get to the next part. In the game's files, they actually pulled out all the assets from Lava Reef Act 2, and on top of, like, that boss fight that we just fought, on top of that was actually a rocket ship.
Well...
So it was speculated that there was supposed to be a transition cutscene where you take that rocket ship to Little Planet.
You mean like how Sonic pulls a rocket out of his ass for the end of Sonic 4 Episode 1?
Yes.
A transition that might have actually...
Thus proving that Sonic Mania truly is Sonic 4 as you truly imagined it.
Well... So they would have had a sensical level transition, but they decided not to. Good job there.
Yeah,
I haven't found any time constraints.
They haven't found any transition animations or anything of the sorts in the game's files yet. I don't know if they're actually in there or not, but they actually did find one animation, so we can't show it off in this playthrough. But Tails, at the beginning of Chemical Plants, you know how Sonic kind of shakes his fur when he gets a bit of chemical dropped on his fur?
Right.
Yes.
Tails,
this is one of the most depressing things about the game that they left out for some reason.
Tails, in the final version of this game, doesn't have an animation. He just looks up and wonders, eh? But in the game's files, there actually is a full animation for him. Like, he uses his tails as like a fan to blow off the chemicals. But they didn't put it in for some reason.
Yeah, Sonic and Knuckles get some love with the charming little animation, but for some reason Tails doesn't. And it was fully animated, and they didn't put it in the game. And now I'm gonna cry because that was like so cool, and they didn't put it in the game.
Guess what? It's called Get the PC Version Mods. The end.
You know, guys, I actually have an explanation for why that is.
Your winner.
It's foreshadowing for Tails' unimpressed attitude with Sonic becoming a literal laser in Sonic colors.
Literal laser?
Tails is unimpressed.